Hi, this is Taiwan Wang, and uh, now I'm gonna give the visual scripting creative presentation. Okay, today's topic is the utilization of the basic shader graph, the Fresnel effect, dissolve, and parameter setting from the C#. Now let's have a look at the demo I've created. It's a shooter game setting, including the mode switch and the erosive effect. So let's go to the Unity. Just you can control a character with gun and move, and those are the enemies, and you can shoot normal projectile. But if you click R, it will enter into a status that you are gathering energy or has some special shield reaction. That is the Fresnel effect. And you click X, it will just shoot a erosive projectile. So if you shoot the normal projectile to a cube, there's nothing happen. And if you just gather your energy and just shoot the erosive projectile, the enemy will dissolve with the erosion. Yeah, that is the demo I've created. Okay, now let's have a look at the shader graph of the dissolve. And for the Fresnel effect, actually it's similar to the one I've created before. I just changed the color of it, and I just cancel the albedo and metallic colors. And for the dissolve function, actually it consists of three parts: the noise improvement, the basic function of the dissolve function, and the edge implement as an edge effect to the dissolve, and the animation setting. Actually, it controls the value of the noise implement. Actually, it used to be a sine time and a remap to show the effect of the dissolve like that. Oh, oh, I've changed the wrong one. But it will be hard to control the value of the animation, so I've used the dissolve value a vector 1 to control it. And okay, now let's look at some key nodes of the shader graph. The first one is noise. Actually, it's the basic formation of the this effect. The mechanic is a alpha clip threshold. Just every pixel there's a point, and the alpha clip threshold will detect if each value is greater than an assigned value, like 0.7. If yes, it will be visible, or it will not be visible. So it will form the range of the dissolve effect. And there's a step node, just it forms the effect on a sample. We can show it, and then we assign it the to the emission node. So let's have a look at the material setting. Actually, it can operate the variable in C#. I firstly assign the material here, and I will set the float of this material. Actually, we get a variable from the PBR graph, this material, and assign it to the value of dissolve value here. Actually, I will adjust it later. Actually, one thing I wanna say is that the value we can get, the property we can get is not the property was assigned here, but the variable code on the left, or nothing will happen. And if it's on the dissolve mode, it will change the dissolve value by the speed multiplied by the time dot delta time, and we set the float again each update. So now it's the script exhibition time. The first one I want to exhibit is the player script. Actually, the player can switch the mode of the material and can shoot the projectile. In here, we will assign the erosion material and get the normal mode material. We will get the normal mode material first, and then if we get on the R key, we will get into the actually erosive energy mode. So erosion mode will be true, and those two materials will be assigned to the erosion material. And if we click X here, it will instantiate the erosion projectile, and the erosion mode will return back to false, and so do the materials. If it's not in this status, it will instantiate a normal projectile. Then it's the cube script. Actually, it's the enemy. It's from the collision detection, and the detects the collided projectile. And let's have a look. Actually, it has a boolean named dissolve mode. It will detect if it's dissolving, and the dissolve value and dissolve speed I've stated it before. It will detect the collision, and for the collision, we will detect the game object if the tag is projectile. I will find the class, the erosive projectile, and get the component. And if it's not now and the erosive boolean is true, then the object colliding with it will be dissolving, and the material will be assigned to a dissolved material. Else, just nothing will happen. Actually, there are two potential questions about this project. The first one is the how to assign standard material to an object rather than PBR material. Since the project render has been assigned to, I remember it's lightweight PBR, just the standard shader cannot be used anymore, and we must assign a PBR material with nothing to assign these to the standard shader, or it will be pure purple. Just how to assign a normal material without PBR is the question. And the second one is to how to get the albedo color or texture from the original shader and assign it to a new erosive material. Just how to get the albedo color of the current material. Let's try to get the color property from the PR master. It always shows it doesn't have that property. Just let's just keep researching it due to the lack of time. Actually, I may do it later. Okay, thank you. That is the presentation.